Hey guys, just doing a quick recording from my channel. Basically, I've been playing Shaddoll for probably the latter part of this year, with different changes. Um, so far, this is the build I've come with. I'm not using clowns. I'm not using star stairs. I'm using Cure. I still think it's the best because, I mean, with the mages, yeah, they're okay. I've tested them, but I don't know, I just feel like right now this one's the best one for it, so just give you a quick rundown. Uh, one BLS, obviously, it's the big guy. Two Veilers, um, Necros, Teller Knights, um, you know, basically right now I'm only maining him for the Trish, basically Trish plays. 2K. Basically my third mistake because I'm only running two. Plus he's a 19 beater, and he's basically a silent warning for anything in here. One glow up. I try to find different Earth targets, and I looked at him because I found another way out from towers instead of just Star Eater. Pearl, this little guy with Mathematician does so much work, especially if I'm trying to OTK or I have my opponent on the ropes to where I can actually win. If I have basically a Math Man and him and either Construct or Sheik or BLS, I usually can get game. Free Math Man. Basically, Foolish, anything you want, basically level 4 or lower, or, Squamata Beast, or, Pearl, or even Glow Up. I'll show you why with my extra deck. So, but yeah, I like them. Two Beasts. I like Beast at 2, 3, depends on the build. I definitely like 2 because A, he draws, there's like a miniature, what was it? Graceful Charity. Plus he's a level 5, so if need be, if I'm in the mirror, obviously, keep with him, try and keep the fusions off board. 2 Hedgehog, basically just trying to slip it back. I know people rely on his flip effect, but I also like his adding effect with the monster, because I usually try and go for the monsters. I usually draw my spells and traps. Just 2 Squamata. I don't like 3 because usually in a game, I'm usually not sending as much with Squamata, more so Construct. I only see myself sending with Squamata once or twice a game after testing. Plus he's an 18 beater and he pops stuff, so And then 2 Dragon. I had him at 1, but I have him at 2 now because of Ignites. Obviously, Cleforce are getting big again with all their new stuff. They have like Wavering Eyes, and anything just spell that, minus like Ritual Beast, if they have fucking D-Fissure or Macro on the field. Other than that, usually I just have them as a 3rd or 4th MSC depending on what I'm playing. I like 3 Falco, just because obviously with Necros, if they only have the 1 and I have Falco and I have Construct or Sheik in the grave, I can just go for them and then hopefully just keep going. He's a tuner, he's basically I go for 5, 6s, or 7 with them. Rarely I go into Trish with Hedge or Mathematician, just level 4. Other than that, he's a great defensive card. For my one of playing Mind Control, it's a Mind Control. It's great. Foolish, anything I want, basically. Best defensive card right now, book. Soul Charge, obviously for many reasons, and Raigeki. Obviously Flame Board, or if I can have a Shaddoll Fusion and they don't have any back row, or if I have Danko, go Danko, Shaddoll Fusion, clear their board, and just go all. Two MSTs just to have, back row clearing. I try not to set these, because I have bad luck, because anytime I set these, they get MSTs, so, And then, one of the best offensive cards in my deck, obviously L. Just great, activated anytime I want to. I've had it to where I've OTK'd using this one, and then the original Shaddoll Fusion. I have gone with this, and then had another monster out, and I just basically, it's an OTK. I have type style, but if I have both of them most of the time, sometimes defensively, depending on what I'm playing against. Other than that, trap lineup is very small. Just two mistakes. Obviously Necros, Ignites because they add Please, Heroes, basically anything that adds. I know people are like, well, if you're playing 2 Hedgehog, well, why would you play this? Well, A, I can get around it, and B, half the time I just don't care. Sorry about that. But other than that, it's just, just whatever. Keep breakthrough skill. These fucking put in so much work. I've gone into mirrors where I've did this because they've had a Shikanagi on the field. I would negate it and then be able to go in construct. Obviously, it's great for setting, for any type of deck, and it's just great in the graveyard, especially Necros with Unicore or whatever. It's in the one of those style line. MGMs, core. I don't like Sinners to Shadow games. I find it way too slow. I would prefer to have 2 of these over the Sinners to Shadow games because I had these on my side, but I prefer them now on the main. Obviously, Vanities is just because in the morning, I don't know, I prefer it over like Torrential. Extra deck. I know a lot of people don't play it, but I still like Lingrista for Cleaves or Ignites because if you negate them, you don't have to worry about them for that turn. And then most of the time I can, finish them off, or hopefully enough I'm able to pop one of their scales and I don't really worry. Lilith, obviously for Necros or anything of that nature. Two Shikanagas, I love most of the time I prefer him over Window in the Pan situation, just because he negates and then you send one. And he's got a 3,000 ass. I mean, what more could you do? I only played 2 constructs. A, because I only have 1 or 2. I'm waiting for the 3rd on the reprint. And then, it's just great for sending. It's great getting over stuff. It's constructs. And then just 2 more. I like them in the BA matchup in the beginning, and then usually by that, if it's late game, I'm into Sheik and whatever not. I like Linda, but he's a pain in the ass sometimes. Star Eater, Corn Falco, whatever. I still like Leo. Can't be targeted minus my main phase 2. So. One Trish, I'm so happy he came back. I was playing him in Plants when I first got him, so. One Black Rose, board clearing, target for Grista as well. I still like one Goryo. There's been times where I've, Goiled their monster and then exceeded or synchroed or, whatnot. Um, Arm 80s, Yangzings, anything involving that type of situation. Obviously back row for attacking, and obviously he's a light target. And then my arm. BLS arm is still fucking good. I don't care what anybody says. You do this against towers, BLS will still only be at 35. You will do 4,000 damage, and then once tower leaves, you still get to do 4,000 damage. So, excuse me, 35, and then 4,000. So, but most of the time, it's already, what do we call too late, anyways. Right now, I do my side deck basically based on my locals. If I would go to regionals, I would change it, but 2 Lancias, just because there are a shit ton of Necros in my locals. Light target, you know, stops from banishing for either Infernoids, Rip Beasts, Necros, or whatever. 2 XCs, XC. 2 Flying C for BA. I want to have Retaliating C, and I know they're cheap, but right now I'm working on all this stuff, so 2 Flying C's just for like the BA matchup. 2 Tanko Sekos, love this fucking card, light target, basically a fucking Jinzo. Usually I'll side him out game 2 or 3 depending on the situation, especially like Necros. I'm not really gonna, need him to be in my, side deck, excuse me. I'll side him in if it's Teller Knights or, something heavy back row. The only 2 spell cards on my side, 2 defusions. I'll play it in the mirror or, anything fusion based, obviously with the new red eye support. I've also OTK'd with this, I've gone in the window, and then I'd attack, and then do this, and then I go Squamata and Beast, that's practically game right there. Oh, excuse me, I had L with this one, that's why. Traps, 2 Light Crush. Usually, depending on the situation, I will, it's tough to side out depending on, the matchup, but I do like Mind Crushes, especially against heroes. It's permanent. 2 Imperial on walls, obviously for, non-removal. Usually if I side this in, I'll take out the BLS. So far it's been working, so I can't complain. And then 1 Master Restrict for Necros, Clues, anything attributes. A lot of people don't expect this. I really haven't even seen it in other decks. I was going through my cards to figure out, how I could set Necros before I got other ones, and I found this, and it's been extremely fucking helpful. So. But yeah, guys, that's been my deck. It has been really well. I like it a lot. It's, Shaddoll. The only thing, obviously, when Noting comes out, I have no idea what I may take out 1 and 1 for instant fusion, or I'm not sure yet, but other than that, I will be trying to get videos of full matches, win or lose, it's whatever. Other than that, that's been my video, guys. Thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.